it's like, well, where does this disengagement come from? Sometimes it starts right at the objective. But when it's standards based, this is what you're doing. You're satisfying two things. You're satisfying that person who wants to know what they're doing, and you're satisfying the person who wants to know, what am I learning? Okay. So it might not be your student that's coming into class like, what are we learning today? How are you going to cultivate my thinking? If you have those students, bless your heart. All right. But when your evaluator comes in, or even you yourself, when you're getting ready to develop this plan, going back to the objective is a really important part in building an aligned lesson, so that it's not just a whole bunch of fun activities and students walk away. You have that moment where you're like, wow, my students had a great time in class. They're ready for that assessment. They take that assessment and you're like, wow, what happened? Well, what happened was, if you didn't ground the learning in thinking, cognition, and a standards-based approach, you had a really great time. Your students had a great time, but they weren't able to make those connections that you thought you had planned for them to make. So that is